Welcome back to the channel. If you're into combat sports, motivation, and real stories from inside the fight game, you're in the right place. Today, I've got a special guest, a blue-collar grinder inside and outside the ring, an amateur boxer whose style in the ring is pure mayhem. We're going to talk about training, recent fights, and what it's really like to chase greatness in the sport. Let's give a big welcome to Andre Mayhem Miller. What's up, bro?
What's good with it? Hey, so glad to be here today. I appreciate you having me on, bro.
You already know. You already know. So let's get straight into it. Let's get straight into it, man. Getting to know you. Take us to the beginning. How did you get into boxing? What pulled you into the sport?
Well, boxing is something that always been watching my household, but we was football, basketball type people. But it was one moment when I was at the King Center. Now I was coming by from the gym, and then I looked in the boxing ring. I seen a young man in there. His name Tyree Alter. He's pretty good right now. He's climbing those ranks, but he's a young boy. But back to what I was saying at the beginning, influence comes from younger people. Until proven, we don't know what somebody's true skill level is. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I look to turn the doubters into believers. The people who say, "Hey, you're not the number one champion." I'm trying to wreck some shit. But anyway, Tyree Alter, he got me into it. And I just seen his technique and his skill and everything. And I said, how did you do it? And how do I get involved? And next thing you know, I went from amateur to, tiptoeing into the semi-pros now. And, I'm inspired. It's the youth that keeps me alive.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Was it love at first punch?
I've always been a fighter. Like ever since I was a kid, me and my brother, somebody fall out, then hey, we gonna duke it out. You feel me? I'm old school. I like to be up on a motherfucker. But I think my first amateur fight with Tiano White, who actually became champion of that event, I think the fact that me and him were rough and tough, and we're pound for pound, and it was a dog fight. I love it. So, yeah, I think it was love at first punch, man, because when you get hit the first time, if you want this shit. You feel me?
Nah, for sure, for sure. All right, take us into your training. What's a typical week look like for you right now?
Man, typical week like that for me, I go at least 5 days a week. My opponent, Quay Way, much respect. I know him in advance of this fight, and this is my bro, but we going to get down. No ifs, ands, or buts. When we get in that ring, I'm going to give everything. I'm going to bring all the mayhem. So if he's watching or his coach or anybody's watching, you better bring your shit because we cool, but we going to be cool after that fight. All right?
Yeah, so, yeah, for sure. But, is there any part of training that you secretly love or that you just totally hate that you just can't stand even being a part of?
Ooh, I think the downside of the training is like probably the hitting the bag after you done worked out for like an hour and a half, because when you're doing the conditioning part and all that, that weighs down and gravity weighs on those damn gloves, but it's a necessity because it builds endurance. Now, my favorite part of the training is definitely the footwork because, I have a lot of speed to me. I like to make people explode on impact. I'm all about the fans because it's 50% of what we know and 50% of the show. So I want to entertain my fans at all costs.
That's a great mentality to have, man. That's a great mentality to have. Mindset is a huge part of the fight game. How do you get your mind into the place to go fight?
I remember where I started. I started at the bottom. There was people in my ear that said good things. There were people that said, oh, you can't do it. But hey, we are our biggest fans. When you get up in the morning, sometimes people don't even want to live. Sometimes people don't even want to roll out of bed. Sometimes we don't got to do a lot of things, but we got to do what the hell we got to do to make it happen. Nothing going to get done on its own.
At all. Do you have any pre-fight superstitions?
Not really. I feel like this. I feel like belief is the biggest thing. If you go in there on fight day and you unsure of yourself, I'd almost say that you're going to get your ass kicked or you're going to take that L. Like ever since, like me and Quay, we were supposed to fight I think it was like NLC 35, but two tragedies happened in both camps. I had my mind right then, but I'm regardless. I mean, I wish I could get back his sister, and I wish I could get back my cousin. But I'm glad that we did wait on the fight because now we can give people the best show. Because like when you lost somebody, it's like you're not 100% whole. You can get in the ring, you can look good, but you not here.
Yeah,
So my superstition is just being ready. When you're mentally ready, you're good. If you get in the ring and you're not ready on fight day, you gonna
for
get your
sure.
ass kicked.
When a
For
fight
sure.
isn't necessarily going your way, speak on what you do to shift the momentum of a fight.
Dig deep. You gotta stick in there. You know what I mean? To get a blow, you gotta take blows. And who knows? I mean, somebody may hit you 3 times in a row, and then you hit them one time. Next thing you know, the person's stunned. So it's never over till it's over. The fight lasts 3 rounds. Even if it's the last 10 seconds, you always have a chance. Anything can happen. You have to believe in yourself, and you have to say, "Keep going, keep going. I can do this. I'm here. I've arrived. I'm the champ. This is my ring. I will protect it at all costs."
For sure, for sure. All right, let's talk about your most recent fights. You
Okay.
competed in the Tough Man circuit this year as well as the Mountain State Brawl. How did it go down, and what did you learn from those experiences?
All right. Well, I've had total of 5 fights. One was a guy he didn't want to fight. The other four were all close. You know, I've lost the 3 champions and I've TKO'd a guy as well. But I feel like with the tough man is like a very good entry circuit for anybody who's interested in fighting because one, they're only 1 minute, 3 minute, you know what I'm saying? One
Yeah,
minute, 3 rounds or whatever. It kind of gets your feet wet. Uh, Me and Tiano, we fought in the first tough man of the year, and boy, it was a dog fight. It came all the way down to the last round. Bro ended up beating me. That's my dude. I dapped him up. I said, "Look, my guy, you got the strongest fighter out of here. You better steamroll everybody." What my
better.
boy do? What my boy do? My boy came through, got that jacket right after I was eliminated.
Yeah,
Next tough man, I fight Jack Haverty. Man, it's a bang out. It's still one of my biggest inspirations because it was one of them David Goliath things. Because me and bro, we built the same way. You know what I'm saying? We built the same way, and he ended up getting me in the last 20 seconds. And at that time, wind was an issue. Like the fact I didn't have the elliptical wind to continue to go on for long periods of time, and he ended up winning. That was one of
yeah,
the fights that plague me even to this day because if you want to be technical, I should have 2 jackets on my wall right now easily.
man.
But
I don't even want to start talking about them jackets.
yeah, close calls. I've never been knocked out. Had one slip in my career ever. Never been knocked down. Like it's amazing to have those statistics. But what really, really matters about all this is those belts, those medals, and you got to have the guts and the glory. All that matters. So it's kind of like an element. Now, my
Yeah,
most recent fight, Mountain State Brawl, this ain't even dogging nobody, but I'm A1 with this. I said it and I stand on it. I feel like I was robbed in that Mountain State Brawl. It was in my city in Bluefield. I came down there, dude, Austin Runyon. He was supposed to be my first fight. Man, I didn't even see the dude. Next thing I know, I'm in the back getting my shit together. And they say Austin Runyon is a no-show. So Mayhem Miller will be advancing to the next round. You feel me?
yeah,
I'm a champ. I don't have to have a belt to know I'm a fucking champ. I don't want anything given to me. I want
yeah,
the hardest path of resistance possible. If I go in the room, you got a 30 feet motherfucker, and then you got a 30-inch dude. Who you think I'm going after?
yeah. 30 foot.
Exactly. So the second round of that Mountain State Brawl, we had Lights Out Lucas. I just don't know. He was supposed to be a knockout king or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I give him credit. He's put some dudes down, but I feel like that fight he didn't want to do that. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I've looked at the tape over and over to make sure I wasn't tripping, but dude held on to me so damn much. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, get the fuck off me.
Yeah.
I'm Mayhem Miller. If I'm saying it on this live, just know I mean it. I didn't like the way that went down. When you excessively grab an opponent, I feel like that's more being on the defensive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you should be warned for that for
How
sure.
did Yeah, like he grabbed me 4 times. Like that's why I'm saying I should have belts and jackets on the wall because you can't grab a thorough fighter when you're a thorough fighter, and then we don't give the people the show, and then they give the belt to the wrong dude. I'm offended by that, and I'm here to put a fucking example on. Like I'm not playing with nobody. I put anybody in cruiserweight, I'm putting them on notice. I will turn you black and blue. I'm true to what I said, and if I can't beat you, I will train and train until I can, and you will know that Mayhem was there.
Well, that's
Yeah,
what I wanted to ask you
flat out.
next. How do you see your fight with Bonner going? I hear he's a tough
Oh,
opponent.
I see it meeting the hype. Actually, you know what I mean. I've seen bits and pieces of bro. I know bro is not to be slept on. The guy's a champion. I wouldn't be even requesting that fight if he was not a champion because we had time to pick out who we wanted, and I've been waiting on the Bonner fight for a minute. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Like I
yeah,
want to fight him because I know the guy's worthy. He has a reputation. I know he's going to be a challenge, and I know in my mind there is a chance that a person could lose in this. But those are the fights I love the most. If there's a chance that I can lose to you, that's who I want to fight. Like I told you, the 30-foot John and the 30-inch man. Mom ain't raised no bitch over here. If a
yeah,
motherfucker come walking through this door right now, we gonna scrap.
flat out. So, it seems like you're saying that you were the one that sought out this fight. So you were the one that
I
went looking for him.
Nah, to see, let me clarify that. What happened was like me and Quay and Larry Barker, we've all met before. We're all good. You feel me? But
Yeah,
as I was scrolling on Facebook, I was like, I need to get in this outdoor event in Logan. I'm like, who in the hell can I fight? I was offered 2 selections outside of Quay. I'm not going to drop the names because I want to leave a little mystery. I plan to definitely pursue one of them about November, but there was 2 names that dropped to me, and I was uninterested immediately. You feel me? Because I know at the end of the day, what the people are more likely going to want to see. They want to see Mayhem Miller versus Quayway, but what it was I guess people were intimidated by Quay's record and his style and everything. And, it was hard for him to get a fight because you have these fighters who are good, and then people be like, I ain't fighting him. I'm not
yeah,
fucking with that dude. Hell no. He's the champion of MSB, you know? So
yeah,
immediately I jumped right on the post. You know what I mean? I said, hey, where do I sign? It's Mayhem, baby. Type
yeah,
shit.
yeah. I like it. I like it. So if you make the big splash on the scene that you're hoping to make, what's next for you in the NLC?
Man, I definitely like. I mean, regardless the splash, I think I'm worth the hype. I think I put the work in. I know it's going to be a good fight, but I want to be champ. Like I have a coach that I'm blessed with now, Chris Smith. Man, it's his birthday today. Everybody say happy birthday, Chris. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. Happy birthday to Chris, man.
But yeah, he's turned me to a dog. Like I'm easily 10 times better than who I was. So anybody who's thinking this is going to be a sleeper, man, might get slept on. So I definitely want to make a run to be champ. Like I want to lock it down, cruiserweight division, put that belt around my waist, and throw up them M's. Mayhem.
Yeah. Hey man, massive thank you to my guy Mayhem Miller for pulling up and sharing the behind the scenes of this crazy sport. If you're watching, hit that like button, follow, subscribe for more fighter interviews. Drop that thumbs up in the comments if you want to see Mayhem Miller back on the channel after this fight. This was our first live, John. I liked it. I might do them live more often for real to my replay squad over there on YouTube. Hey man, salute. Appreciate y'all. Drop that in the comments, man. We're gonna be dropping a link later on today if you did not catch it live. Until
Yes.
next time, wipe your nose, I'll wipe it for you. My name is Mikal Dead Shot Bowie, and this is Punch for Punch.